JD. Well, the first game we're breaking down today is going to be the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Washington Nationals. Pitching for the Cincinnati Reds is their young phenom, Chase Burns. Well, projected young phenom. Can't really call him that yet because he is 0-1 on the year with a 6.19 ERA and a 1.63 whip. On the other side, Brad Lord. Brad Lord is 2-5 on the year with a 3.46 ERA. JD. Neither of these pitchers have been great this year. We all know Burns has had one or two decent starts. We know what he is capable of. We know he will be a guy we are probably going to be talking about for the next 10 years. He's a guy who's one of the top pitching prospects. But the first question I have for you, JD, is he ready? Did they rush him up a little too early? What are your thoughts about Chase Burns, and what do you like in this game?
I don't know if they rushed him up. I just don't know if if actually being a starter is really his best bet.
Really? You think he should be a reliever?
Yeah, I think the way that he pitches, man, the way that he throws. I mean, like everybody knows, he throws hard.
Gas can.
And when
he throws hard.
When he pitches every pitch, I mean, he has to he gives his all. And his problem has actually turned into walks. And then when you have those walks, of course, everything starts to happen there, and then his pitch count runs actually way up. I'm not sure. I think for him we just need to see more. But what's going on, Joe? But yeah,
man, you can't make him you know the value you're going to lose by making him a reliever. This guy's supposed to be one of the next top young guns. Converting him to a reliever this early after just a couple starts, I get what you're saying. I get the way he pitches, his style. Yeah. It's kind of like a closer, right? Like a lights-out, shut-down closer.
Yeah.
He has that kind of stuff. But he also has that kind of stuff where he can be a 6 to 7 inning every 5 days, get you a win type of guy. So that's an interesting concept because I haven't heard anyone say that yet, but it does make sense with the way he does pitch and his style that he may be a better closer in the future, but converting a prospect like this to a reliever this early would be interesting, I would say.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. I'm not saying that they should go ahead and do it now.
Yeah.
But actually down the road, would it completely shock me? No. But that's the thing with him, just like you were talking about. You're either going to get a lights out performance from him where he strikes out 13 guys, or either he's going to get hit and he's going to give up runs. He just seems to be that type of guy. And today, I mean, past few starts, I mean, he hasn't been. I mean, he's been hey, what has he started at? I think 4 games now.
Yeah, he's only really had one blow up. The blow up was against the Red Sox where they lost 13-6.
Yeah.
In the last 2 starts, he gave up a combined 3 earned runs. But 2 starts ago, he was only able to go 4 2/3. But I mean, that's the thing when you look at him, JD. You look at his strikeout numbers, right? He had that one start against Boston where he didn't get out of the first inning. He only had he only got 1 out. He had no strikeouts because he only got that 1 out, like I said. But if you take that start out of it, in his only 3 MLB starts, 10 strikeouts, 7 strikeouts, 8 strikeouts, all in 6 innings or less. 2 of those were in 5 innings or less. So, I mean, when this guy is on, he's getting swing and misses at rates we really haven't seen from a young kid like this outside of Paul Skeens in a very long time.
Yeah. But one thing that jumps out to me, though, is with those walks, like I was talking about, through these starts, he has a 1.63 whip. So that, like I said, the walks he has to cut down on, and that's what, because when you walk guys, you get guys on base. That's when that inning where you just randomly give up 3, it just goes like that.
100%.
But so anyway, to day, we got this game here. The Reds need him to give them length here, because yesterday's game, there was 18 runs scored. Far as the Nationals, as far as their bullpen, they had to use 6 arms. And those weren't 6 arms just coming in to throw just a couple pitches or something. They used 6 arms.
Yep.
And well, then on the other side of this, you have Brad Lord, and him as a starter this season, he has not done well. He's been somebody I've been trying to fade, and they have moved him out actually of that role.
Yep.
And actually out of the pen, he actually really hadn't been bad. But this tells me that this is going to basically kind of be a bullpen game.
Oh yeah.
and the Nationals have the worst bullpen in the league. And
Yeah.
they also used 6 bullpen arms last night. To me, this just sets up for runs. This total was at 9. It's down to 8.5 now. I honestly don't know why.
Yeah.
I really don't. I'm actually about to rebet this because I just cannot figure it out. But yeah, with as far as 2 extra bullpens, that, like I said, that were heavily used last night. Both of these bullpens are not good, especially the Nats. If you ask the VIP, we've been fading this Nats bullpen constantly. With either actually like a team like total over for the opposite team, or either a full game over or something, and it's been going very well to us, or well for us. So yeah, I'm actually just going to take the full game over here, man.
I love that. I love that. I think this game does go over as well. One thing I was looking at that I found interesting is the Nationals team totals only set at 3.5, and it's juiced on the under. I was a little surprised about that. I thought they'd have a 4.5 line there. But for me, I am going to be taking the Reds money line, guys. Like JD put it perfectly, Brad Lord is not a good starter. He should not be a starter. He's going to be an opener. He'll maybe go 1 to 2 innings tonight. You take a look at his most recent performances. They used him in more of a reliever role. I think that's the expectation we'll get out of him today. I think he's going to be a short starter here. And JD, you took everything I was going to say. Nationals, worst bullpen in baseball. They're going to have to go a lot of innings today. I do think Burns is going to be able to kind of flip it around and continue and build off his last 2 starts, because his last 2 starts were good. Like I said, it's just one start that really has blown up his numbers.
Yeah.
The first game he pitched, they beat the Yankees. He was able to go 5 innings at 8 strikeouts. And then in his last 2 games, like I spoke about earlier, he's only given up a combined 3 earned runs. And in those 2 games, he's had 17 strikeouts. This is a guy, as the season goes on, I think it'll be harder to bet him. But because he had that one disastrous start, I think we're getting a pretty decent price on him at the -135. That's exactly what I'm going to be playing here. Shout out to everyone in the comments as well, JD. Everyone's here. Joe had me laughing. He was able to find it. Monzi is here. We appreciate you. Benjamin's here. And Thomas is here. We